I do want to give people your information again. It's been a great conversation with Michael B. Moore. Follow him on Twitter, Michael B. Moore. He's a student at the Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences, very active on social media, writer and blogger for The Lancet Student, and NASA tweet up guy, TEDx organizer, a lot of credentials. So keep an eye on this guy. It's going to be very exciting to kind of see what happens. But as we kind of close up our conversation here, Mike, this show is about family medicine. This show is about social media. As we kind of close up our conversation, what advice do you give, especially family docs that listen to this show, or family medicine in general? Why should they be involved in social media? Why is it important to you? Why should they be important to our specialty?
In one word, I think it's empowerment. Social media is empowering. I mean, whether it's bringing down dictators in the Middle East or whether it's allowing people to speak out against large corporations, social media provides power. It gives people who didn't have a voice a voice. And probably the most important reason why, as family physicians, we need to be involved in social media is that we've got a vested interest in people having a voice. Because when people have a voice, we're going to thrive. What we provide as family physicians is empowering, is life-changing. It's more than just primary care. Family medicine at its best can help people stay healthy as opposed to just treating all of their illnesses as well. And we can look at the whole person. We should look at the whole person. And the only way that we can do that is by being part of a community and helping people be empowered. And social media really, for better or for worse, is part of that empowerment of the future. And so that's the reason why we should be involved. I mean, that's the reason why family medicine in particular should be involved. I mean, if you do a very narrow technical skill, you probably don't need to be involved in social media, unless you're just sharing to a very small group. But if you're taking care of the healthcare of a community, you probably need to be involved in all aspects of that community. And social media is a big aspect of that community now, for better or for worse. So does that make sense?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, absolutely.
So that's the reason that's the reason why I think especially. I think that especially is, why family medicine should be in there. And I really, one thing that's kind of come clear in my mind is we keep talking about primary care over and over again. But, family medicine to me is a little bit different. It's a little bit more holistic and it's a little bit more all-encompassing than just saying primary care, and I'm probably going to get, someone will send me a message about this, that I'm mixing up my definitions or something. But I think we would do better if we stepped back and thought about all of family medicine, being even more holistic and more expansive than just that primary care bit. So almost like thinking about it in terms of community medicine and the health of populations and health of communities. So.
Yeah, I mean that's a great point that you bring up, and I've heard kind of both sides of it as far as being advocates for our specialty, and then other people we should be more inclusive, and I see kind of both sides, and what does the public really understand? Do they really understand what a family physician is? I don't know, but I think they relate maybe a little bit better with primary care. There isn't a right answer here, and I guess I use them a little bit interchangeably, and maybe I'm using it incorrectly as well. But it is good points that you bring up as far as maybe we should really push more to say, hey, we should define ourselves as family physicians, as family medicine, and then when we do that, then anybody who listens, general public, lawmakers, all those type of people will know and understand what family medicine is. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, well, gosh, thank you so much. I mean, I know we're running over, but thanks so much for having me on. I'm glad we finally got to have a have our voices meet. So
exactly,
now at least at some point, we'll actually our paths will cross. So there's
exactly. Yeah, I have to bring you back maybe before the dread of internship starts or something like that, because I know that we could probably spend another hour on specifically entrepreneurship, TEDx, NASA, all that kind of stuff. And
sure,
it's just been so great talking with you today, Mike.
Yeah, same here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So this has been an amazing experience, and thanks for putting up with my little hypomanic grandiose pronouncements a little bit.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'll definitely follow up with you, and I know our paths will cross one of these days. And thank you so much for the time, and have a great rest of the day.
You too, sir.
Okay.